Ever wondered how the US military found itself entwined in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict? Let's turn back the hands of time and delve into the genesis of this intricate web. Picture this. It's the late 1940s, the world is still reeling from the aftermath of the Second World War, and the State of Israel has just been created. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict begins, a struggle rooted in territorial claims and national identities. In this convoluted landscape, the US military steps in, not as an aggressor, but as a mediator and supporter. The United States, seeing the importance of stability in the Middle East, offers its hand to Israel, providing military aid and diplomatic backing, becoming an essential ally in the region. Yet, this initial involvement was not without its complications or its critics. It was a decision that would echo through the decades, shaping the course of history and the United States' role on the global stage. This was the beginning of a long and complex relationship between the US military and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. As the world entered the Cold War era, the US military's involvement in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict took a new turn. The strategic chessboard of global politics saw the US aligning more closely with Israel, largely due to the rising influence of the Soviet Union in the Middle East. During this period, two notable wars occurred, the Six-Day War in 1967 and the Yom Kippur War in 1973. These conflicts saw a significant increase in US military aid to Israel. The US supplied Israel with arms, intelligence, and diplomatic backing, shifting the balance of power in the region. The US saw Israel as a critical ally against the spread of communism in the Middle East. This strategic alliance was not just about ideology, it was about maintaining a balance of power in a region rich with oil, a vital resource for global economies. Despite the end of the Cold War, the US military's involvement in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict remained strong. So, how does the US military's role in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict look in the 21st century? As we stepped into the new millennium, the US military's unwavering support for Israel continued to be a prominent feature of their foreign policy. This manifested in the form of substantial military aid packages, which, over the course of the past 2 decades, have amounted to billions of dollars. These packages have provided Israel with state-of-the-art weaponry and defense systems, further cementing the US-Israel alliance. The conflicts in Gaza have also seen significant US involvement. These military interventions, often controversial, are seen by some as necessary in maintaining regional stability in the Middle East. In terms of the Israeli-Palestinian peace process, the US stance has been one of mediation. They have consistently called for the resumption of peace talks, while also acknowledging Israel's right to self-defense. As the conflict continues, so does the US military's complex relationship with it. So, what have we learned about the US military's involvement in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict? We have seen the evolution of this relationship, from its inception with the creation of Israel, when the United States was one of the first to recognize the fledgling nation. Our involvement escalated during the Cold War era, with increased military support as part of our strategic alliances within the region. This support wasn't just financial or diplomatic, it was tangible, material aid. Fast forward to the 21st century, and this support continues unabated. Despite the changing global dynamics, the United States remains a key player in the region, reinforcing its commitment to Israel's security, while navigating the complex geopolitical landscape. In essence, the US military's role in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has been a constant one, marked by unwavering support and strategic alliances. While the future of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is uncertain, one thing is clear: the US military's role in this conflict has been and continues to be significant.